So come check this thing out. This is our furnace. It's kind of the heartbeat of the studio here. Houses about 350 pounds of clear molten glass. That glass is held at a temperature of 2,175 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey!
Wow! That's hot, right?
Hey!
This thing has been on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for almost 9 years now.
That's all it does?
That's all it does. Now at this temperature, this glass is what's referred to as a semi-viscous amorphic material.
And it's moving.
Yeah.
If you don't turn that thing around, it's gonna fall right off of there.
It'll drip right onto the floor, yep.
Yeah.
And that's why when I hand you the pipe, we're gonna continually rotate the pipe throughout the entire process. All right, so you can see that's pretty solidified already. Can you see it's starting to slow down? It's not dripping like it was.
Kind of looks like honey, yeah.
That's gonna allow us to get back into the furnace and to gather up a little more clear glass. This is as much as we could get on the end of the rod with that first gather.
With the foot, okay, got it.
Yeah, letting it cool down, that gives us a little foundation. We can pick up about 2 times the amount of material now.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take this over to the pipe cooler. I'm gonna cool the rod, and that's when I'm gonna hand it to you.
All right. This is so you can actually work with the...
That's right, anytime we reach into the furnace, that rod's gonna get superheated. It has to rest on the sill of that 2,000-degree furnace. It's a aircraft-grade stainless steel, has a very low thermal conductivity. That's had metal or metal oxide added to it. So you can see here, this would have been cobalt added to that glass to turn it blue.
That's cool.
In the case of this white here, that would have been titanium added to that clear melt to turn it white. So all these different metals and metal oxides from around the planet.
So this is, it's not sea salt.
It's not sea salt. You wouldn't want to eat that.
Don't eat that. That's bad. Okay, what do we do?
And we're going to start just like this. We're going to go 1, 2, lift and flip. 1, 2,
lift and flip.
And the quarters into the blue. You got it, just like that.
2, lift and flip.
Yeah, you can see that blue is melted in really well already.
Yes.
That white is still kind of stiff. And we're going to start kind of low in the back and pushing down as we roll across the table.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
So you see that material starting to twist?
Just twist into it.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Let's head back over, we'll heat it up, we'll table twist that again.
You do this with guests every day?
Yeah, so we'll do 3 of these in the morning, we'll do 2 of these in the evening. Yeah, and we work with everybody from children as young as 11 to, I've had 90-year-old women in here working. See, that's moltenized again?
Yeah.
So we're gonna head back out, and now we're gonna come up in the back, and we're turning faster, and we let it roll across the table. Now, you may have noticed that the very nose of the piece is providing the friction to twist it, so it itself isn't twisted. So we're gonna grab a diamond shears, and we're gonna cut that nose off of there. Twist, finish up.
Wow.
And now go ahead and open. There you go. Oh. We're looking to start an air bubble in there.
Got it.
Let's head back over to the reheater. And we spend a solid 60% of our time over here, constantly bringing that glass back up to a malleable temperature.
Working temperature.
This part's kind of interesting. I've blown air into the pipe and then captured that air by holding my thumb over the mouthpiece. As this air encounters that hot glass, that air begins to heat up. As air heats up, air also expands. Has nowhere else to go but to push a bubble out into the mass on the end of the rod. Can you see the contour change?
Yeah. Wow.
That's what we're looking for. You're turning and blowing. Turn, turn, turn. So now we have to do what's known as the transfer. I'm gonna get another rod, we're gonna attach it to the bottom here, and we're gonna break away at that jack line we made.
Come on.
And so every material has a coefficient of expansion, and this talks about the expansion and contraction of a material as it heats and cools.
Got it.
Now the glass around that steel rod over there is about a 96. I think that steel rod is about a 12 on the COE scale.
Wow.
So that glass is gonna start to shrink around that rod. Eventually it's gonna shrink so far it builds up enough pressure that it actually bursts off of the steel rod.
Right.
We call it clearing. And you're gonna hold those jacks, you're gonna depress them together and put both prongs inside the bubble. All right, let's go do this big grand finale maneuver. And now follow along with me here. We're gonna go just like this.
Give it a little hold. Look at that thing.
Look at you, man.
Look at you. What are you talking about?
We can grab our very fancy, highly advanced Italian butter knife.
Right.
And we're gonna chip away at that punty connection. This glass will have to spend about 12 to 15 hours, very gradually coming down in temperature.
And you're right, 30 minutes.
There it went.